Welcome to Conversations with Laurel, everyone. I'm your host, Laurel McChargue. It's today the 5th of July or the 6th of July. I don't know. I've lost track of time. It's after the 4th of July weekend. And we're back here with Robert Isenberg, aka Robear. And he has a new story he's going to share with us. I think it might have something to do with siblings.
Oh, absolutely.
Does it have something to do
I'm the
with?
youngest of seven, and the next oldest brother is really the most important person in this story.
Okay. And the story is called.
The story is called "I Told You So."
Oh, none of us has ever said that to anyone, I bet.
And it's how you say it. You could just say "I told you so," or you could say "I told you so."
Yeah. I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah, you could say "I told you so."
Or I told you so. So many ways.
There's a lot of different ways to say it. I'm saying that I'm probably going to have to look at some because there are some key words that I think are important to say. So let's start and see in a few minutes. For instance, we're still not being recorded.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're being recorded right now. I'm recording you. This is all about you right now telling the I told you so story.
Okay. I can't believe it. It's my sworn enemy, my older brother Dave, is saying something nice to me. He's even congratulating me. I had just returned from my tour at Fort Sam in Dallas. I'm sorry, in San Antonio, Texas. I cannot believe my ears. David is telling me that tomorrow he'll pick up his soon-to-be fiancée, and then he'll drive the three of us to a famous delicatessen in New York City. Would I want to go? Would I want to go? My brother David is offering to take me to New York City, to the Carnegie, which I've heard about. I can't believe my ears or my eyes. The next day, I met her. Her name was Nancy. And the three of us drove down to New York City, to about 210 miles. Not too many words were exchanged. I got to know a little bit about Nancy. She had gone to Barnard, she was kind of hard to describe. A lot of enthusiasm about different things, and overall, she seemed quite likable. Well, finally, we pulled up in front of the Carnegie, and of course, there was no parking. So one of us had to go in. I volunteered. I was feeling pretty limber after the Army, and so I asked everybody what they would want. I asked David first. He said, "I want the largest corned beef sandwich that they have. I don't care, just the biggest one they got. Well, just a touch of mustard because I don't want to ruin it. And if they have fat on it, that's just fine for me. Maybe the more fat, the better." I said, "David, that really sounds great. I haven't had a corned beef sandwich in years. Been away in the Army, food was good in many places, but no corned beef sandwiches." I then turned to Nancy and I said, "And what would you like?" She said, "I'd like to have a salad." I said, "A salad? You're in front of a Carnegie? I haven't been there, but I've heard on and on about people talking about the delicatessen there. They're going to have a salad." She looked at me and she said, "I'm on a very, very strict diet, and so I'm going to have a salad." I looked at David. I didn't say another word. Got the sandwiches. I came back to the car and I handed them to Nancy. I could not believe what she did. She unwrapped David's sandwich and she took the largest bite I've ever seen a human being take of a sandwich. Well, we drove back to 210 miles, and there really weren't many words to be said. I had no idea at this point what to make of a person who would do such a thing.
Yeah.
But when we finally got back to the house, David said, I'm going to take Nancy home and I'll be back shortly. When he came back to the house, I said, she's going to be your fiancée and then you're going to marry this person? David, did you see what she did? David, I know you haven't always agreed with my ideas, but David, with your own eyes, that woman took more than half your sandwich and had said that she wanted only a salad. I said, David, please, for your sake, not my sake, but for your sake, do not marry this girl. He did. They were married for 25 difficult years. They finally got a divorce. And David was back in the kitchen and I was slicing a piece of roast beef for him. And I looked at David and I did not say, I told you so.
Oh, robear.
You like it?
Whoa.